Hey, how's it going? I just wanted to go over an update on what's happening in my life, and I want to also discuss uh, like the initial meetings for any relationship or a DS relationship. Like I'm using online dating right now because I know that each person that's on there um, is looking to meet somebody, right? Or essentially, like some people are seriously looking. Some people, just want to date around and see if something happens. Some people want to, build a friendship, and then uh, if it turns into something, whatever the hell that they think that they want, right? Moods change. Um, how people what people are okay with. So in one mood, the person who might want to be friends first and then wait a year and then, romantically turn into something else. In a whole different emotion, they might want to, you know, meet and bang on the first night. I don't know. People's emotions are messed up and it happens all the time. I know that I do that and I've seen it many times. I've been on many dates, right? But that's because I'm very picky of who I want to be with. So I've seen it all over the time. One person will tell me one day that, you know, they want me, they want a relationship. And then the next day they're like, I'm unsure. And that's exactly what happened with the sub I was talking to for the last 2 weeks or so. She really wanted me and then she wasn't sure. He really wanted me, wasn't sure, and then got angry when I was still looking for the right one, that I wasn't loyal to her where we haven't even met yet. So that's what I want to kind of discuss today. Uh, why society and shit is just fucked up. So here in Canada, there's a lot less rapes and stuff like that than in the US, of course. Just how it is, but it's definitely possible. Um, yeah, there's some fucked up people out there. Now, um, like this video is to go to anyone who wants to watch it, and I'm gonna send it to anybody that uh, I'm interested in. And for the simple reason of you should be able to tell what kind of person I am within 5 minutes of looking at me. So, um, basically, my view, and I don't like. There's gonna be people who have their own opinions, but just kind of take off that little "I think I know it all" cap and listen to kind of the psychology behind it. So, from my experience, I've been on dates with people who, um, like, are very successful women, independent, confident, right? And you know how the date starts with that? Usually, if they're that independent, they actually ask me to go on a date, right? And you might think, what? Really? Yeah, it's because they know what they want and they usually want a relationship. And when we start talking and once they seem a little bit interested, they're like, yeah, let's meet, right? Because they know that no matter how much we text or message each other in the first 30 seconds of meeting, they're gonna know me better than a year of texting. I've had it where when I was younger and I was ignorant, I would text a girl for a year and then we meet and I find out I don't even like them, right? Like, I'm not gonna do that anymore. But the thing is there's a lot of women who still expect that. So usually what I'll do is I'll give maybe max a week or two, and the 1 week or 2 weeks. And the reason why is because there are people who are more nervous than other people, especially like in a DS relationship. There's like the really hardcore ones, like slaves, and a whole different bar set, like from slaves to like littles and baby girls. So it is just a role play, but usually the personality follows what kind. So slaves are usually the very independent ones, and like could be business women, like not necessarily, but a lot of times it is, right? Or like that kind of personality. And then on the other end, like they're really shy, and they need that parent figure, so to speak. That's like the littles and the baby girls, princesses, kittens. Kittens and princesses can sometimes be independent. Anyways, same with littles and stuff, but I'm just kind of keeping it basic, right? So once I get to the little side, the majority of them are way more nervous, especially with meeting. So in online dating, it makes it very difficult, rather than like, you know, if I just meet you while grocery shopping, because there you can just judge me right away. And the psychology is judgments are very, very accurate, like very accurate. For example, what a judgment is, everyone does it, unfortunately. It's nature, right? Instinctually, you had to judge for the last 50,000 years, right? Our whole evolution. We had to, sorry if you're religious, but yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But basically, evolution, we had to judge a scenario or an animal or something like that and be able to judge if it's aggressive or not. So instinctually, we are very, very, very good at judging if something's dangerous or not dangerous. So, but we can't judge that over text. A person who's like dangerous, like a rapist or something like that, they're smart enough, like I can guarantee you they're smart enough to fake their sincerity until you meet. So it's completely pointless, right? It's just, you know, the misconception that you can actually tell. And it's been proven. I'm sure you've seen videos on stuff on Facebook on parents faking it, and I'm sure you've seen it, right? So, right? But it doesn't get rid of the fact that people are nervous, especially in online dating. So, like in my case, I'll give like 1 week, 2 weeks for the people who are nervous, and then I'll usually mention, I even have it on my profile that I expect a date right away, because, you know, I've had it where I've been on a date 2 times a day for 4 days in a row, right? Like, and each person requires different things to make them feel comfortable. Like even me, I will never go and meet someone for the first time in an alley, because, you know, I'll fucking be nervous, right? Like, no, I prefer to meet in public, usually like a mall, or like inside, like not, you know, we meet there and I'm in my car and you come and sit in my car. No, like meet inside. Depending on how nervous you are, you can bring a friend. I don't care, right? Whatever makes you comfortable. I'm not shy. I used to do door-to-door sales. So literally, I'd knock door to door. So I did that for like 5 years. And then I got a promotion, so now I do business sales, right? But yeah, so I'm not nervous like at all, right? I've met people, like 50 people, 100 people, 200 people every single day, 6 days a week. The only time I had off was New Year's and Christmas. Sometimes Thanksgiving and stuff would be early, but I would work holidays because people would be home, right? So yeah, I'm not nervous at all, and I did it all the time. But I understand that some people are more nervous, and the more I can tell, the more independent someone is, the less nervous they are. Like I've literally, like I'm very quick to be like, you know, let's go on a date. Like if you are watching this and I have been talking to you, I probably have already been like, yeah, let's meet. When are you free? Right now, it was probably very, very quickly. I've had independent women ask me before that, like 3 messages in, they ask, and you know what, I'm not nervous, so I'll be like, okay, let's meet at Starbucks or the mall, and they're like, okay, can you be there in an hour? I'm like, yeah, sure. I meet them, they're awesome, but they're way too independent for me. I'm a daddy dom. Like they're amazing and maybe good friends, and you know, that's a good type of person to be around to grow. But I'm very independent myself, so I kind of have no job, so to speak, if I'm with that kind of person, because I'm a nurturer, I'm a guider, right? If that person's already good to go and they're growing like, you know, like they're on steroids, what kind of fucking help am I, right? So that leads me to the problem of having to deal with nervousness. And, you know, it's really fucking annoying, I gotta be honest. Like, it's, I get it, and I respect it, but when I've had it where I'm just like, this person's fucking amazing, like a little, which is probably my go-to kind of sub, but they could have a little age of anywhere from like 2 years old to 18. It could be anything. So if they're, when they're where they go to be comfortable is that age space. So they could be like a little space age of 6 years old, where they like to be in that age group. So they're way more nervous to meet new people. They're shy, and yeah, but you know, and then there's the aspect of, you know, I'm a daddy dom, so they'll be having to put their whole trust, like way more than a regular relationship, like they have to trust my ability to guide them, and like trust in my ability to make good calls on for them, right? And they can confide in me. And to meet somebody without having that ability to judge them first, and then kind of, you know, like, this is what you'd be looking into, you might have to trust me with your life to grow. It can really be nerve-wracking for subs. Now, the ones who know about DS relationships understand that like that's what would be happening, the trust and stuff, like how trusting they will need to be. So I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna figure something out, like maybe, you know, we'll meet, and even after we get started, we'll kind of treat it like a regular relationship for a bit, and we'll kind of let the trust grow. I don't know, whatever that person's comfortable with, because yeah, like, I'm comfortable around anybody and everybody, right? As long as they're not like messed up, like drug addicts or gangs or people or anything like that. Like if they're just regular people or any kind of BDSM, like I did door-to-door sales, so yeah, I kind of have the ability to I've always been like that, right? I was never shy. So yeah, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like a 1 to 2 week like cap on how long I'm gonna wait. If I'm interested, like full out, I'll give my number, of course. That's kind of like the indication that I'm ready to move steps here. If I'm still just messaging you on the online dating site, then I'm not really that interested, or I haven't found a reason to be interested yet. But once that portion of like, okay, this is something I'd like to explore, or if you already have experience, then obviously you want to explore it. But if you're new and you know, you think that you might be interested, then the next step is to meet, you know, find out if we like each other, because I wouldn't want to talk for 2 months and then we really like each other, and you know, if you're really nervous, you want to build that trust and respect and stuff like that, then you build it, we meet, and then like you fucking dislike me, I don't know, or I don't even like you either. It's possible. Text is a completely different thing. Like I've been in a relationship where I just love him to bits and we click like that, and then but like I fucking hated texting her. I just hated doing it. So like at the end of the day, my relationship isn't going to be based around text, right? So there's no fucking point in playing the texting game for I won't even do longer than a week or two. So yeah, if you're watching this and you're nervous to meet, whatever you need to do, bring pepper spray, bring a friend, bring 5 friends. I'll always meet in public. That's kind of like a rule. I'll never not meet in public, because like, even though I'm a guy, there's some messed up people out there, so I'll always meet in public. And then we'll go from there. And yeah, if you were to judge something wrong, like, I'm the same person. I don't pre-plan this out. I'm just talking, right? So this is who I am, and there's no cuts or anything in these videos. So this is who I am, right? So if your judgment is probably going to be the same in person as for me right now. So if you, yeah, the trust and stuff, we can work on that. Kind of has to be earned, but there has to be a leap of faith. Okay, so yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be using this video a lot until I find the right person for me. So it was nice talking to you guys, and peace out.